Yo, hello, hello. Hmm. Yo, what's up? How you doing, Spaz? We're just getting in it. What's up, Charlie? How you doing? Michael, lots of love. Love your content. Thank you, man. That's what I'm here for. Bro gets younger every day. Hey, wait, hold up. My chat's not showing up. Why isn't my chat box working? Yo, hello, hello. Hold on. Give me 1 second. My. Oh, is it going now? Is it working? It was just delayed. How come the chat's all green? Hey, yo, give me a second. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I don't know why it's all green like this. It's not visual settings clean. I mean, I guess I could do that, but it's weird. It looks janky. It's good enough. Hi. Hello. Please forgive me. Let me start reading the comments. Just woke up. Just got Hearth Book. Nice. Nice. Make sure you guys can hear me. What's up, Mello? How you doing? Is the Veil book still free? It's not that it's free. There's just a lot of free information on the book. What's up, Michael? Should I cop some mushrooms? Yes. Order some sea moss and burdock root. That's the best stuff right there. So pumped. Yes. Quantum healing it's a very, very good course. I do love your work. Thank you, thank you. If you can't tell, it's your boy Tanner. Tanner the Thirster. Yes, I would have known by reading your name, Tanner. How you doing? Long time. It's been a minute. Spaz. Bro, what's is this frequency I was getting? I don't know. Can someone send me the Hearth book? Yeah, man, if you guys got it, you can send it. Greetings, what's up, Zach? Over recent solar flares. I haven't looked. I'm not even paying attention to the solar flares. To be honest, it's just energy, man. It's however you wanna. I got some sick content for you guys today. I'm sorry, I'm gonna move this out of my face. And it's weird. It's all orange now. Thoughts on agenda? It's real, and if you stick up to it, you're gonna end up like those two brothers whom we love so much. Are you single? Cause I'm trying to take you out. Thank you, thank you. I'm actually taken. I am taken 100%. I have found my. I mean, it's not that I believe in twin flames, but I just believe that you can manifest anyone you want. If you can love yourself and accept yourself, have self-acceptance, you'll be more than able to attract somebody in that likeness. But you have to have the patience, you have to have the parameters. Opinions on blood donation. I don't. I used to, I don't now. When you see the bigger picture for what's going on, I don't participate in certain things. But you could save a life. Well, you know what? The system is ass up when they could be curing every type of illness, and we're over here donating blood. I mean, yeah, granted, someone gets shot or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's like I just don't trust the system enough to be giving myself to the system in that way anymore. I don't even trust the needles that they use. It's just how it is. I could be paranoid, whatever. It don't matter. How do you read the book? I like to use my eyes when I'm reading. I don't know how you would. I'm just kidding. I'm being a dick, but it just depends. Whatever. You just read it however you want. To be honest, I know it's very scattered. It's just filled with information. Tuning in from Korea. Nice. Thank you for inspiring so many. That's what I'm here for. Any ideas on losing weight? Fasting, Junior Smith. Fasting is the key. I promise you I'll be talking to you guys more often about the whole weight thing, weight loss, lifting. Like, I worked at a gym for 10 years. Like, if you get my web course, all the health information is free. Even like the workout stuff that I have in there, it's a little minute, but I have a whole workout regimen thing coming out that's universal for women, or there's one for females and there's one for males. But the way I look at working out now is I look at compound interest. I don't look at it as I destroy this body part on this day, then I destroy a different body part on another day. I look at it more as I just go in, I do full body workouts, but I don't work out to where I'm sore and I can't go to the gym the next day. I like having a routine of building consistency, and that consistency will help so much more. Meditate before reading the Hearth Book. Yes, that helps. How do you comprehend it? You just keep reading it. And I'll be honest, I know it's scattered. I have several other books that are coming. So just stay tuned for that. Sergeant Wobble, what's up? What about the one-on-one coaching we spoke about on Insta? If you guys want to do one-on-ones, I overcharge because there's too many people that want to work with me. And I know it sounds bad, but that's why a lot of my content is just free. I know it's irritating. I know people that have their one-on-ones for $5,000. Mine's $1,100. I currently have 17 clients, and I love talking with them, but the thing is, just to prevent me from having so many clients, I overcharge. But that's another reason why I give a lot of my content, like most of it is absolutely free. What do you do when you feel weak after fasting? If you feel weak after fasting, your body's still adjusting. Because I'm going to tell you, your best workouts are going to be on day 2 and 3 of no food. When your body goes into ketosis, dude, I'll work out for like 4 hours straight. You're getting like 100 miles a gallon. When your body adjusts, as long as you experience what I'm speaking about, then you'll understand. Sun gaze breath work, yes. Vegan, yes. Thoughts on... I need to take a look at that. I've eaten all 4 books. Hearth 4 and 5, yes. Me and my partner, we have a lot of things coming for you guys, and I actually wanted to talk about something on here too. And you guys, thank you for the subscriptions. I know I'm seeing a bunch of follows come in. Thank you so much. If you're not following, smash that follow button. You should collab with folks. I do collab. I'm scattermind. I have so much stuff that I'm doing. That's how you channel right there. I can't remember when, Henry. Coil, it's just with energy, man. It just helps with energy, cleansing energy. Thoughts on Sneeko? To be honest, I know he means well. There's some stuff when I watch him, just like, this kid's wild, but I think that with a lot of individuals, especially when it comes to content creators, I wouldn't be one to judge them for the one thing that I feel like they're doing wrong, but I would stick with them for the things that they do get right. And for the most part, in my opinion, they're getting a lot of things right. Bro, the consciousness is rising. You're such a huge part of that. Yes. I actually want to teach you guys how to manifest. Like this is a form of manifestation that will change your perspective on everything. And I really want to make a video on this. I'm gonna make a video on here. And hold on, give me a second. Let me see this. I want to show you guys this real quick. Give me a second. I need to get my board. This board is so dirty. I'm sorry. Okay, check this out. So what I'm doing right now, okay, so if you guys have seen some of my videos, I've explained how like I've had visions of the future and they've come true to like the most minute detail, and that's what like when those things started happening, I started really diving in, started fasting harder. Like it really made me it set me up for everything that I have now. But this board is so dirty. But how does it? Can I just? I know I'm just using my shirt. I don't even care. Okay. What you do is you need. I mean, how do I even draw this? So basically, you want to take. You can start off with 3 to 5 things that you want. So there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So these things that you want, this is a horrible circle, but basically what you're doing is you have to set conditions. So you know when you manifest, if you aren't convicted in your heart about what you want, you're not going to get there. And this manifestation, if you guys have ever watched Hunter x Hunter, what I'm about to tell you is going to blow your mind when it comes to seeing the future. Or doing manifesting in general. So when you manifest, you need to create the conditions. So if you want the house, or if you want the money, and this could get me completely banned, but depending on what you want, there is this system. And this is the ether. So this is gonna sound. I honestly I don't even know if I can say this, but just think of it this way: if you want this, you're gonna have to. There has to be some form of give and take. So the whole term "as above, so below" type thing is there's some form of equal force has to take place for you to be able to obtain this. And this is what people don't realize. So if you sit here like, oh, I want $1 million, I'm just going to manifest $1 million, this $1 million is going to come to me. No, you have to somehow, you can pull energy from this. And this is why I need to be very cautious with what I'm saying. But when you hear things about like ritual stuff in the occult shit, that's what's happening. The sacrificing of whatever, I don't even want to say it on here. That's what's happening. So if you're going to manifest, there has to be some form of something of equal has to take place. So if you want to bench 300 pounds, you need to go to the gym a certain amount of time before you can bench that 300 pounds. Do you know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I'm talking about. So it's the same thing for all of these things. So if I want the money, I'm going to have 3 laws. Do this for you. This is the whole point of having a board. But let me or like a manifestation board or a vision board. But you create the laws, 3 laws. So if I want all the money, 1, I'm gonna tell myself I will work no matter what 4 days out of the week to build my business. Every single week, no matter what. So that's a law. Like I'm forced to do that. I have to hold myself accountable. But it goes deeper than that. You have to create the conditions for what you want so that way it can take place and manifest. Am I making any sense here? Yes, it's more like an equation than a sequence. Exactly. But what I'm about to show you, it's gonna put it into perspective. What I'm about to say to you is gonna put this into so much better of a perspective. Okay, hold on, give me a second. Let me bring you back real quick. Okay, this is how I started perceiving the future. And I'm not joking when I say this. Like I had visions about crypto. I manifested 6 figures in crypto, and I'll show you I'll prove it to you. I'm going to bring it up on my computer. I just want you to know, like, I had a vision in a week, and I made literally like $70,000 in crypto. Let me just log into it real quick. Hold on. And I'm going to tell you, just give me a second. I know you're like, tell us how you did it. I know. Hold on. 1 second. Like, I don't want you to like think I'm just bullshitting. And some of you might even know me from my crypto days. What? The French toast? Hold on. Okay. So this is when I say, like, when I talk about seeing the future, I'm not doing some kind of ritualistic bullshit. It's not demonic. I'm not doing magic. It's creating a condition. It's people call this shit magic and demonic because they don't understand how it works. Some stuff is dark. Some stuff they're sacrificing, they're doing witchcraft, and it's evil. Yes. But the thing is, I feel like I can take a knife and I can chop up a salad with it. I can also stab somebody with it, which that's the whole duality of everything. But 1 second. Let me see this. Like, this isn't a flex at all. I just want to be extremely unequivocally clear that I'm not fibbing. Where is this thing? I'm just trying to find my... I don't know how to look at my thing. They've updated their website. I'm going to figure this out real quick. But essentially... Okay, I need to figure out how to get my thing. I will. I'm not bullshitting. I've showed it before. But basically, it shows how quick I made 6 figures in crypto off of a trading platform because I had visions about it. And I made videos of it before my TikTok got deleted, the crypto night. If you guys followed me, I had a crypto night. Okay, creating the condition. Now, you can use what I'm about to tell you is a formula. And that formula, once you grasp it, you can use it in a very wide variety of a way. But... so how I could perceive the future is I'd create the condition to where I would experience the future, because the way we move through time and space, or through space and time, we move through, I believe, time and space, and there is no past and there is no future. And if there's no past and there's no future, you're just existing in this indefinite now, this present moment that is constantly happening. But though energy can be from the past or the future, because energy, everything is energy, then your memories are energy. So when you think of a past experience, you're channeling energy from your experience, and you're able to visualize the energy and I guess turn it into visual because you experienced it. Does that make sense? And you only hear me in the left headphones. Does everybody hear me in the left? Are you guys hearing me through all the speakers or just one speaker specifically? Let me know, please. Pyramid Cap link. I will be posting it in my it'll be in my link tree later tonight before I go to sleep. So wait, you can hear me in both or in just one? You good? Okay. So what I'm explaining is left, all good and all. Okay, then it's just there's something on their side. Okay, so by me, this is how I was subconsciously doing it, and now that I understand it, I can apply it to manifest anything I want because I understand the laws. Now, if you want to see the future... Wait, hold on. Aaron, give me a call real quick on my phone and tell me what's going on with my stuff. When you say mono, how do I fix that? Just the left speaker. Oh, they gotta. Do I have to change mine? Hold on. Let me just fix this real quick. How do I fix this? Aaron, can you text me how do I fix it? Do I just go in the settings or something? Hold on, guys. Sorry. Yo.
Your mono on your left. So whatever your microphone is set to,
okay.
Inside of OBS, you got to make sure that it doesn't say mono, because that's what you're doing. Or if it's panned all the way to the left, I'm not sure, but it's one of those two.
Okay. Mike. What about now?
Well, I don't know. I can't. I'm on the phone with you, so.
Okay. Okay, I might have just fixed it. I could be wrong. Analog 1 and 2. Okay, I'm gonna hang up.
All right, bye.
Goodbye. You're good? I know you guys can hear me, but I don't know. I think my microphone is pissing me off. It's not pissing me off. It's just doing whatever it wants to do. But okay, cliffhangers. Oh, I know the cliffhanger. Okay, it's okay. If I'm only coming through the left, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to fix it later. It's okay. Ooh, maybe that's why. Hold on. Give me 1 second. What the flip just happened? Sorry. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I just did. Give me I'm so sorry, bro. This is hilarious. Let me just copy. Okay. Is that good? Okay. Anyways, okay, I'm just gonna explain to you. This, for me perceiving the future, I realized that I have to create the conditions for me to experience the energy of experiencing the future. How did I do that? Today, I would talk to myself yesterday, every day. Okay, do you understand that? So I'm gonna talk to myself every day. Yesterday, I'm gonna talk to my past every day. So every day when you wake up, YouTube isn't a safe platform. Here's everything. I know. Okay, I know I was muted last live stream like randomly. So basically, every single day when I wake up, I talk to myself yesterday. And if I'm talking to myself yesterday every day, guess what? My present day, my future the person that exists tomorrow will be talking to me every day, and I will experience that energy. Does that make sense? It's like an affirmation, but the thing is, you do it consistently. And when you do it consistently, you're going to start to have deja vu up the yin yang. And I'm not joking when I say this. Like, I'm talking about, like, I have a deck of cards and I'm pulling the cards. I know what cards I'm pulling randomly inside of a deck. Like, I can show you guys sometime. I don't have any deck of cards here right now, but I do this with my friends, and we do it as like intuitive tests to test our intuition. And my intuition is insane. So, like, you know when you get a bad feeling that something bad's going to happen and it happens? It's because it's something that's so powerful that happens that it shakes you and you experience it. So do you see what I mean? No, I just gave you an example. So every day you talk to yourself yesterday, and by you doing that constantly you're creating the conditions for you to experience what your future self is going to, because the person that is existing, you that's existing tomorrow, is talking to yourself yesterday. Yes, welcome to the live. Do you see what I'm saying though? And that's how you create the condition to perceive the future. Extreme deja vu. Yes, so if you're already having deja vu, you can see the future. And this is the thing. People talk about, we're not gods and this and that. I know we're not God the Creator, God the Father, but we are created in the images of the Elohim, because I can pray and put my hands on somebody and heal them. I can what is that? I have all of these things that, if God is all seeing, all knowing, but yet I can have, premonitions of things that are going to happen, get warned before they happen. It must mean that some part of me is all seeing and all knowing as well. So I am an extension of my Father. And if I'm an extension of my Father, I have all of those abilities. But then now there's Christians that are like, well, you need to give glory to God. You need to give glory to the Holy Spirit, to Christ, to Jesus, because Jesus is warning you. You are Jesus. You are the consciousness. Christ is a consciousness. It's a state of mind. It's a state of being. It's being virtuous. So if all of those things, and the thing is, people, Christians in religion will come and shout me and tell me that I'm demonic and I'm worshiping Satan and all this stuff. But the truth of the reality is I'm more virtuous than most people. I'm more passive than most people. I'm so quick to love, gratitude, acceptance, And so at the end of the day, I feel like if you set up these laws, like I was trying to show you on the board, having a conversation with yourself yesterday will give you better intuition. But the thing is, you can take that, once you understand the way in a broad perspective, you can put it in all aspects of life. So if I want to have a house, if I want to have $1 million, if I want to have these aspects, I know how to create the conditions to have the manifestation of what I'm trying to create, if that makes sense. Strict routine is needed. Of course, that's exactly what it is. If you don't have parameters, you're weak. If a real man has parameters, I won't do this because of that. Like, you're not going to bend the knee. Like the people that are just letting what's happening in the world right now, like they're not trying to help people wake up, that they're not trying to do things. To me, that's weak. And the only reason that is because some people aren't even ready. They don't even realize what's happening. But the whole point of what I'm saying is, once you get to the point of where I am, you're gonna quickly realize that I'm not doing this because I wake up and I'm so motivated. I'm more compelled to. Like, this isn't a choice. This is just, I wake up and I do this because I can't stand by anymore. And yes, this whole thing will be saved. Video capture device. I really, really want to fix my mic. Input settings. I don't even know what I'm looking at. This technology stuff. I really don't. I have no clue. It's all right. I don't honestly know what I'm doing when it comes to that. Higher energy levels while fasting. Yes, and if you're fasting, the less is more. So the less you intake, the more divine you become. The more you eat, the more heavier, dense foods you eat, meat, all the shit that's dead, the more you eat like that, the lower your vibration will be. Are you playing Valorant today? I was thinking about playing games on here for you guys, but the thing is, it's like, I know you guys, I know people want to talk to me, so it's like as much as I would love to play Valorant or Aim Labs and stuff like that and show you guys how cracked I am at gaming, that'll come eventually. You don't need protein, exactly. I'm quitting cigarettes today. That's what I like to hear. What's your zodiac? I'm a Pisces, but the thing is, I know bicep check. I mean, you can kind of see it through it. I went to the gym today. But the thing is, the way zodiacs work, it's an archetype of consciousness, at the moment of your birth. So when you start to awaken, you're no longer bound to that. So you literally like the actual you, the real you will manifest. An example of how you talk to yourself. I tell myself how my day is going. I literally will like in the middle of the day, and I'll talk to myself in the morning. I'll talk to myself in the afternoon and in the evening times. But now I'm more talking like late afternoon, like after my day, after things have happened. I'm like, oh, you know what? This is what will happen. This is what happened today. And it's like I imagine having a conversation, like I'm bridging myself to the past. Now the thing is, by me talking to myself yesterday, it creates an automatic loop because your mind creates a feedback loop. So even though you're talking to yourself yesterday, I'm existing in the present right now, and it's like I'm receiving information and I'm talking to myself in the future. Technically, that's what's happening. You heard about the book of the grandmother of... No, I haven't. How often do you go live? I've only gone live twice so far. I'm just now getting back into going live because I'm in my new crib. I'm just trying to get back into live streaming, and also like because I was moving, I was so backed up on work, but I have help now, so like I'll be going live like a lot more, so much more. The devil is the adversary. To be honest, it's not that. There's an opposition, like a collective. Like I would say Satan is the opposition because Satan is the negative consciousness. Satan isn't a person, it's a collective. Like there's the Christ collective and then there's the Satan collective, Satanists. That's why they call them Satanists. So these people aren't virtuous. They operate through the vices. And that's why we live in the devil's, we're living in a form of hell that's being created in heaven. Like this place is beautiful, but the hierarchy of what exists, like there's a reason why it's called vices, and then they call this a device. You see what I'm saying? This is a device. There's so much synchronicities when it comes to the things that are existing. Billy Carson. Why does that sound familiar? You do cardio at the gym? Yeah, I jump rope a lot, but then I also have an assault bike right here. But it's an assault, but it's like a one of its kind thing. It's a magnetic disc, a magnetic disc instead of a fan. So what is hell? Hell is more of like it's an environment of energy, I would say. Like I can be as virtuous and loving as I can be, but then I can still be in hell. But it's like it's not the people, it's not the place, it's the energy that's in the place. So people are like reactors, are arc reactors with their energy, and that's what's happening. What is the best way to get rid of negative foreign energies? You gotta just speak it. If your tongue can slay you, it can resurrect you. That's just how it is. Speak it. Does brushing my teeth break my fast? No. Just make sure you're using clean toothpaste. How do you talk to yourself in your head? No. You speak it. You voice it. Like I literally would just tell myself, I'll speak to myself yesterday and I'm like, today was great. This is what happened today. And I start to just talk. I just start talking about the things that that happened, like whatever is on the news, what I should be doing. Go to the gym. You better go to the gym today. Like you just tell yourself, go look at your vision board. That's why a vision board works. I appreciate the wisdom, Zach. That's what I'm here for. Low vibrational light becomes matter. Yes. No. Yes. I'm sorry, I read that weird. Have you heard human design gene keys? Yes, your gene key. So the thing is, when you are in a state of consumption, your DNA shuts down. Your genes that you inherit at birth, all of those types of things that your body can do naturally shut down. So when your DNA shuts down, you start to age and you start to die. And the only way to reactivate your DNA, guess what? Stop eating. Stop consuming. Stop being in a state of consumption. The less you eat, the longer you're going to live. And that sounds weird. It's because your body has these mechanisms. Like, you have no idea how interdependent your body is because you haven't stressed your body to the point of doing what it needs to do, because everything is so flippin' easy here. We literally come here, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Like, we just shut our lives down. What's a life path number? To be honest, I'm not even sure. I haven't looked at life path number. Can you demonstrate how you talk to yourself? No, I just have a conversation. This is the thing. Don't like let me how do I say this? Don't let me hold on. I'm going to read you guys something. I'm going to explain something to you real quick. I got to text my girlfriend to message me it. Babe, can you message me the script you made? So my girlfriend, we were having a very deep talk, and she basically took something that I already knew, but she worded it. She worded it so beautifully, and so I had her write it out, and she's gonna send it to me, and I'm gonna read it to you, and I'm gonna put that as I'm gonna make a post about it because it was very powerful, and it's basically what I'm doing. Same as yin and yang. Yes. I don't know what my life path number is. Does self-discipline matter to you? I wouldn't say discipline, because disciplining is like you're telling you're disciplining yourself to do things. I look at it as parameters. I have parameters. I'm not going to do this, this, and this, and I make it simple. When people are like, oh, it's so hard for me to go to the gym. Like, no, it's so hard for me not to go to the gym. It's perspective. Do you see what I'm saying? How did you open your third eye? Knowledge, and then shrooms. Consumerism. Yep. Consumerism is what's killing everybody. Nothing other than consumerism. Great. I don't eat much nowadays. Good. But I'm talking about like not eating for 3 days straight every single week. I astral project today and saw colorful stuff. Thoughts on this experience? That's for you. That experience is for you, and it's whatever. It's whatever you feel like comes to you. I don't interpret people's experiences as well as, so I don't try, especially if I don't know. I don't want to, some things I guess I can, but I can't just, that experience is for you and what you intuitively feel alone. New crib, new girl, you've been busy. Yeah, no, I've been with my girlfriend now. I think we've been together for... technically for a while. Not even for a while, like since October. Technically I knew her before that, but we made it official in October. It's nothing like me regards to this stuff. Do you think that means he's not the one? Well, Kiara, I think that if you don't feel anxiety or worried, because you know he's a good man and he means well, he can eventually come around, but you have to be patient enough. But at the same time, though, if he is, when someone is consistently violating your inner peace, that's when you have to call it. And that's how I know my current girlfriend. She's fantastic. I'm very, very happy. Happier than I've ever been with. Where your girl at? I think she's either asleep. Babe. I just I think she's asleep. She's either she's in the shower. I texted her, and that's probably why she's not responding. Ever tried DMT? I would love. Thoughts on beer and alcohol? It weakens your aura. It lowers your frequency. I'm going to be real. I still do drink from time to time. I'm like, you have to understand, there's parts of the matrix that I love, but there will come a time where I completely cut these things. But as of right now, I allow myself to. I love going out to a bar and watching people. I was just in a situation. So my girlfriend, she doesn't work anymore because I'll tell you guys later. But anyways, I was walking her home from work one night. She worked at a bar, and as we were walking, this dude was just chilling on the side. Like, and I'm not saying it like I could beat up anybody. I boxed for 6 years. I'm very, very crafty when it comes to throwing hands. I love it. I mean, I've never been in actual like fights, but I've punched several people defending myself, and it was usually an exchange. It was like a quick defense mechanism exchange. That was it. But I was walking her home. Do you play video games? I do. I was walking her home, and this guy just looks at her while she's walking with me. He's like, "How you doing?" And then she like looks at him like, how are you?" And like she laughs. And then I hear the guy go, he's like, "What the fuck you laughing at?" And I turn and I look at him, and cuz he says that, and I go and I look, and he's like, "What are you looking at? I'll F you up." And I'm just like, I just start shrieking, like I'm laughing at the top of my lungs. And then he steps forward even more as we're still kind of walking away. And he's like, "I mean it, I'm serious." And I can't stop laughing. Like, I legitimately just can't stop laughing. So like in that type of situation, the old me, I would have been like, "Yeah, let's go. Let's see it." But the fact that I can just laugh at that now, it makes me happy. First, we have to open our heart, fourth chakra. Yes. Honestly, when it comes to anything, opening your chakra and opening your energy to let it flow. That's why, if you guys saw my most recent post, I was talking about meditation and how even therapy is a form of meditation, because meditation's purpose is meant to just bring you to that next level of ascension. You're cleansing your energy. I don't smoke weed at all. I stay away from weed. I don't touch it. And I'm 33 years young. I know I look like a child, and I shaved my mustache off, so it's like, I look like a child. My girlfriend's just like, "You look so young. Leave the mustache, please." Fasting 3 days in a row. Yes. So my eating schedule is usually Monday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Do you believe in the Anunnaki and in their return? Whether they come or not, it don't matter. Whether they're real or not, it doesn't matter. I know that I just know whatever's existing now is not what it seems. And with all the information that I've collected, I feel like there's extra lands outside of. That's what extraterrestrial is. Extra terra is extra land. And we're inside of a freaking ice circle, apparently, according to the government documents, the books that I have, NASA, even what's his name, Bill Nye the Science Guy says we're in an enclosed system. When you guys really realize what's happening, how they're lying, it's like it doesn't matter what the truth is. I just know that what they're telling us is a lie, if that makes sense. Bro looks young, yeah. Thought some folks talking about Nibiru. I don't even know, man, whether it's real or not. I'm here. This is my plane of existence right now. I'm here, and I'm not gonna abandon it because this place is in turmoil. People are in need. I'm here to wake people up. Do you have abilities? Yeah. I actually use I practice energy with the Eagly wheel, which I can actually show you guys. Hold on. Let me see this. Let me just flip this real quick. Transform. Sorry, I gotta every time I add it, I gotta do this. Oi. Okay. So I know you guys have seen this in my videos. So it's very sensitive. And if I were to blow on it, you would be able to tell. I don't even think you can hear the beeping. A torsion generator. I would go through eye pyramids. So you can't really see it. I mean, this camera is it's because it's dual. It's on the same link, so I can't put the quality up of it. Yo, Aaron, man, I'm gonna need you to come over and help me set up all my camera stuff. But yeah, let me just show you guys this wheel. I don't even know if you can hear it. Can you hear it beeping? Just give it a second. Thank you. Sorry, I have my AC is on right now. Okay. So if you blow it, you see how sensitive it is. Monday. Okay. Actually, no, Aaron. Monday's actually not good because my assistant comes on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. So I need you to come probably Friday, Saturday, or Sunday if you're free. If not, then just next week, Thursday will be good. You can hear it beeping? Okay. It usually takes me a couple minutes to just mess with like my energy. But all I'm doing is, I've said this before, you imagine turning a hose on and you're clogging the hose. See, if I do it in my head, it goes. But then if I stop it, Friday's fine. It's an Eagly wheel. So like right now it's like my energy is just flowing, but I'm like not paying attention to it. But watch, I can get it to go like a lot more. Like it takes like once you start thinking about it, then it starts to go. There's usually like a 30-second to 2-minute delay in your mind. Are you freeing your energy? Essentially, but you can force it. You can force the energy. Like I say, you imagine a hose. And it might take like a minute or two to start to pick back up. But you imagine pressing the hose. And then you flex your abdomen. And as you're doing that, you see how it's completely still? It's just because I'm pressing it really hard. And then as you start to relax, it's like Tai Chi. What's going on Friday? A meetup? I'm down. I'm going to have my YouTube, my friend here, come over and help me with my camera. Have you seen the TikTok about the guy exposing a giant and he died a days later? Yep, that is a nuts video. Took shrooms today. Felt amazing. What strain did you get? Do you conscious sleep? Yes. If when I'm sleeping, if you talk, you can talk to me. You can talk to me and I usually will wake up. Hold on. I'm trying too hard right now. Energy cords, just cut them in your mind. I've only done like, I can't even say it because it's a private, the private part strain, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm choking out right now. It's like I just have to picture the hose. I got to get it back. Thoughts on quantum healing? It's real. How do you feel about LSD? I would try it, but I haven't. I sent it 5 months ago and have no spiritual background. It's okay. I didn't have any idea what I was doing. I literally was just meditating every day and just letting whatever happen happen. What do you think of that word? I can't speak on it on here. Though there's a lot of government documents that make you question the agenda. Like there's a video of Little Nas talking about the agenda of pushing that. So just think of it this way. I have to say this. I have nothing against. I have a lot of friends that are gay. But this is according to the occult. This is according to like Illuminati. This is according to Freemasonry. This is according to the scripture that I've been given through the occults. I'm not a Freemason. I'm none of those. But the thing is, I've had people that are in it and have told me things because I deal in the currency of information. I tell you guys how I can leave my body. I'm not joking. I can teach people how to do it. I do that. But when I talk about this, this is what their stuff says. I have nothing against it. It's whatever to me. I accept you for however you feel. I mean, the whole pronoun shit needs to leave. That's like, I'm sorry if you're about that. Like, it blows my mind. That blows my mind. But anyways, according to them, this isn't my words. This is their scripture, their literature. The highest form of worship in Luciferianism is the inversion of God's will. And they consider that as an inversion. And that's why we're in this system and people are advocating it. There's an agenda for it. Do you see what I mean? So I'm not necessarily even supposed to speak on it. I don't know if that just saying that could get me canceled. I have nothing. I don't care what your denomination is, whatever. I love you for who you are. But I'll tell you right now, there's some form of manipulation happening. We already know that half of the things that we eat mess with our hormones. The shampoo you're probably using messes with your hormones. The water you drink is messing with your hormones. There's a chemical that was turning frogs gay. That's a real thing. It's not some conspiracy theory. And the amount that was that they used to turn the frogs gay, there's like 8 times that amount inside of our water. So when you hear things like that, and there's government documents that back this up, so it's like, how am I supposed to process that information? Do you see what I'm saying? Reverse the 28 days. What? Well, hold on. How do you astral project? Get my web course. A lot of free information that will teach you how. It's not something, there's a process. You have to be able to do certain things to do certain things. Almost locked a cage. Break the lock. Wait, 10 years ago, I went to super strong LSD trip. Blacked out for 2 hours. Dream state is almost like locked up or caged. Is there any way to break? It's a perception. You have to overcome your unconscious mind. That's the only way. You can do anything you want. The only thing that stops you is your unconscious mind. So when you meditate, it gets you conscious in your unconscious mind. That's why you're able to astral project. You're taking control of how your mind operates. There it is. Yes. Atrazine. That's the substance. Thank you, Aaron. Aaron, do they moderate on YouTube or what? I don't know how to mod you. I don't even know if that's possible. Time member, I love your Dr. Sebi book. Do you have a book from Dr. Sebi regarding juicing? recipes to use. I don't. Give me a second. One second, guys. Yeah, no, that geek Aaron is a good friend of mine. Aaron, that geek Aaron is my other friend, Aaron. Any recommendations on healing paralysis, chronic autoimmune skin disease? Yes, fasting and herbs. I have a one stop solution. Let me get rid of this thing for now. Hold on, I'll come back to this thing. This wheel is, I'm not zenned out right now. I have to like get into like a mode when I do this. Is this the one? Oh, wrong one. There we go. What do you think of Rife? What? Do you have dreams of flying? I used to. I could fly in all my dreams. But now, you know when you fall and you wake up, because when you fall it makes you wake up when you're dreaming. I don't do that anymore. I start to fall because I don't get that anxiety feeling. I can wake myself up. I can create that sensation to wake myself up. But now it's like when I fall, I just keep falling and then I start like getting pulled somewhere and I can feel air going around my body. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it really. Yeah. One take. I had one a couple days ago. Would a pendulum be similar to an energy wheel? Yes and no. This is different because you're actually like, with this thing, you're actually like, hold on. Now it wants to go. Hold on. And so I imagine a hose, like you have a spray hose, and you're just pressing it slowly to create pressure. Imagine the water's flowing and you're pressing it to create pressure. I usually can get it to go all the way, but I haven't been practicing this at all. I do. Hold on. I can feel myself, like the energy slowing down. You do this every day, I promise you. Like it's literally, are you trained Reiki? Nope, but I figured it out. I was woken. And I do sleep with my head north, yes. You don't need Reiki attunements when you embody source, yes. I'm sorry, I have a weird look on my face because I'm actually trying. I'm trying to bring it back up. But yeah. Why do you have $33 prices for your books? Because I'm 33 years young. So I figured that 33 was the best choice. Do you know what I'm saying? No need to learn Reiki. Yeah, no, I figured out I could do Reiki when I was giving someone a back massage, and when I was massaging them, I could feel something pushing my hand up. And I was like, that's weird. Like I could feel their energy. And why should you sleep facing north? I don't know, but try it. But I had my hand over them and I was like, what the heck? And I could feel something pressing my hand up. And when I went over their back, like their lower back part, like the one of the like the left sides of their back, I started to grab and squeeze, even though I wasn't touching them. I was grabbing their energy and I was squeezing it. They were tensing their back, like it felt weird, but I wasn't touching them. And then I realized, like, oh, I can do Reiki. And now whenever I just if someone is like, if they're having pains, abdomen pains, I just put my hands over them until I feel their energy. And then I just massage it and I imagine just like I'm healing it. And then they just magically feel better. So it's honestly just a perception. Like, and then I know I said that to somebody and they're like, well, I'm a Reiki master. I have a Reiki certification. I'm like, I don't care what you have because I figured this shit out. Like, I don't need a certificate to know what I'm doing. Like, people like, and I'm like, most of the time, I'm telling you, no offense to people that do Reiki, I think they're full of shit. I think it's just a status type of thing. Like, oh, I have a Reiki certificate. And I'm sorry for the people that do Reiki. If you're in here, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I know a few, like several Reiki people, and I know a couple of them are legit, and the other ones I feel like they're twacked in their head. How can they work on people? If you're twacked in your head, I would never let you work on me if you weren't even mentally sane to me. Do you know what I'm talking about? Gotta go to sleep, man. Love your videos. All right, Suki, have a good one. Do you answer emails? Oh, yes. Very much so. It's so funny. I sleep facing north, but wasn't intentional. I don't know why it matters, but I started sleeping north. I was actually sleeping north for years. And then when I moved into my new place, I wasn't sleeping north. And then when I switched the bed, like my sleep magically started like amplifying. Like I started dreaming a ton. "33rd degree U-turb." No, I'm not. I swear. Oh, hold on. Let me turn this thing off. What's up, Sydney? I'll show you. Who's Terrence McKenna? Do you answer DMs? Yeah, I try. You have to understand I'm backed up heavy. Thoughts on junk DNA? That's a scam. That's not real. Do you really think that we were divinely created and there was junk DNA put in us? No. That junk DNA, it's an inversion. It must be some supernatural DNA, and that shuts down when you're in states of consumption. You want to age really slow. You want to go into homeostasis. You want to activate your growth hormones. Stop eating. Get out of a state of consumption. You'll produce growth stem cells that literally repair your damaged body. Seriously, think of Chidori? Okay, you know what? Let's try that. I'll try that. We're going to try a Chidori in the mind and see what happens. First, we're going to clear the mind. Chidori. Hit the hand sign. Shinra Tensei. To be honest, this is the thing. I'm going to tell you. What helps the wheel spin is relaxation. It's like It's like finding a middle ground between serenity and chaos, tensing and relaxing. And that tensing and the relaxing creates a flow. Sorry, I'll lower my seat. Let's try the other hand. My right hand is going. Is it slowing down? Get it to go back up. You didn't do the hand signs for it. That's why. It could be. On the days that you fast, do you eliminate food all day or a portion of the day? Later in the day. I never eat in the morning. I always eat in the evening, later in the day. And right now, my favorite thing to eat is Ezekiel bread with peanut butter, bananas, hemp hearts, cacao, and chia seeds and honey. Ooh, I love that. How do you defend against spirit or demon attacks? To be honest, I don't. They don't mess with me because I could be I could just be saying this, but I feel like, one, they don't see me because I like mentally manifest invisibility, but if they do, I can overpower them with my thoughts. I've actually encountered things in the other realms of whatever I'm doing, I don't even know, and I've melted like entities that were attacking me. Like, I'm not joking. Like, it sounds like something out of some Doctor Strange fictitious BS, but I've been in situations where I was conscious enough to understand what was happening, and I messed with something. And the moment I did that, I haven't had an event since, and it's been over 6 months. Thanks for answering. Yeah. Wait, did you ask me something and I didn't? Is that sarcasm? I'm sorry. Kakashi did come up with the Chidori. I don't know. I do watch Naruto, but I just watch the fight scenes. There's too many episodes for me to actually watch them all. How can I fast and maintain a caloric surplus to gain muscle? You don't need to be at a caloric surplus. On Instagram, if you go to my Instagram, you'll see that I was at a heavy caloric deficit, but I still put on muscle. It doesn't make sense. You just have to eat clean calories and your body will do the rest. But the thing is, you need to understand what compound interest is. People are too they're not living within their means. They're eating a surplus of calories and destroying their body to gain muscle, and then depleting their body. You're going through cycles, which you shouldn't do. What you need to do is find an algorithm and stick with it. And once you run that, you're going to achieve the best physique you've ever achieved and live it. Create it as a lifestyle. How do you melt them? With my mind. You just look at them and imagine them melting. It's different when you're in those realms. You're in your subconscious mind. You're very powerful. That's why you're controlling your dreams. You know, you can do whatever you want. And once you understand your ability in there, nothing touches you. That's why, like, when you meditate so much, your subconscious, that manifestation of you flying, all that stuff can bleed into this world. That's how manifestation works. When people are stuck in their conscious mind and they don't touch their subconscious or their unconscious mind, they will never manifest. Those are people that are NPCs. Those are the people that are brainwashed. Do you know Yaki Awakened? I've watched videos. That sounds so familiar. Isn't that a YouTuber or something? I know that. I've heard that word. Or is it some kind of thing like meditation? You know a fellow named Luke Balmer? Belmer. No, I don't. One take. I feel you, bro. Once you break through, it becomes a habit, like a muscle. Exactly. What is it that you melted? I melted a succubus. I was on retention for like 8 months. And I kid you not, like the most beautiful things were coming in my dreams. Like I was having dreams where I'd see like I'd be with family and a naked woman would come in my dream and I'm like, what the heck? But they would know aesthetically what my deepest, darkest like thing that I would be attracted to. Like I don't know how to explain it. If you know what a succubus, like I study demonology. Ooh. That's what that. Oh, I can't show it on there. Sorry. I can't show that. That is I can show it. I just have to block it. Hold on. They look like this, but they can come in the form of a woman. And it's real. It's real. These spiritual things that mess with your soul, they're all real. What is your sun and moon rising? I'm not too sure. I've read it tons of times, but I can't remember what it is. I'm sorry. Kabbalah. Yes. All is mind. The all is mind. Yes. We are a collective. Yes. That's why monkeys prove this. Monkey proved that there's a collective. So there's a collective for all of us that we're all a part of, that we're all on the same server in different rooms, however you want to look at it. Recommend any other cool gadgets? Yes, I will be. I will be having a bunch of stuff in my link tree coming soon. I have a bunch of stuff coming. I have so many things happening right now. When I dream, I'm still in the Matrix. How do I get to the other realms? Don't try. Instead of, you see, this is the thing. When you try to do things before you're ready, it won't work that way. That's why people like, I try to astral project, but I can't. What you need to do is meditate and seek what is meant for you at that moment. So when you have intentions in your meditation, if you're just beginning, ask the ether, what do I need to be doing? Like, show me, like, or just you need to channel what your highest self in a way, I guess you should say. What do you think about alchemy, Kabbalah experience? I believe it. I know it's real. That's for sure. The pyramid cap. This is a copper pyramid. Oh, I feel so good. You don't understand this. People, this is not like a placebo BS. Get one of these. I'll post the link. Damn it. I'll have a link for you guys next stream in the next day or two. I promise. But like once you put it on your head, it's like instant relief. Like there's nothing to relieve. I don't have a headache, nothing, but I just feel better like wearing it. That's an Eagly wheel. I will have, if you guys go to buy this, use code 777. An Eagly wheel. Hold on. I might have a link I can post for you guys right now. Give me a second. Never mind, I don't have it open. I thought I had it open. Shoot. Apologies. What? Never mind, I don't have it open. I thought I had it open. That's me. Man, it's funny. I have YouTube open and I'm watching myself. Do you know the god Shiva? Yes. Excuse me. I will stream on Rumble. I will eventually stream on Rumble. And I'll make content that's uncensored on there. So. And wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Okay, hey. All right. I have to get off. I will be live again most likely tomorrow or Friday. What is today? Wednesday? I'm going to start live streaming more consistently for you. So, stay tuned. I have to get off real quick. Or I'm just going to have to get off for the rest of the night. I have to take care of a few things. I have to make a few phone calls, and it's already super late, and they're waiting on me. So I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Would you consider streaming on Twitch? I was streaming on Twitch. Twitch is garbage. Twitch is horrible. Twitch. I've been streaming on Twitch for like 8 years. I come to YouTube. It's so much better. Can you say more about alchemy? Yes. So, hey, dude, would you be interested in recreating Joe Paris pyramid experiment? I need your help. I would love to do that. Catch me in the next live stream. I'm gonna get off, but I have a video for you guys. I'm gonna make a video before I go to sleep, and I will post it. It's about how to see the future. Actually, you know what? I might have 2 or 3 videos, but I'm only gonna do one a day because that's how the algorithm works. So I apologize. But on YouTube, they won't be up for a little while, but they will be on my Twitter, my Instagram first, and then YouTube is just. I don't know if you're still in here, Aaron. But yes, my frequency, what time? Around this same time. I don't know what time it is for you, but wherever you are, this is about the time that I might go live, if not a little earlier. And I'll be live for a lot longer. This one was the Streamlabs thing is not working. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's just doing dumb stuff. So I need to fix this. And then yes. How to measure spiritual growth? To be honest, I don't think you should be trying to measure where you're at. You know what I mean? If you focus on things like that, you're gonna miss what's right in front of you. Do you know what I'm saying? Wait, maybe whoops, wrong person. What is that? Yes, tomorrow's Thursday. I will be live streaming tomorrow. Linktree link. It should be in the description of this live. If not, just go to any of my social medias. All the stuff is there. But anyways, I will see you guys soon. I will be live more. And yes, this is like the second live. We did one live already. I'm going to try to do this every week, if not more. So if you guys aren't subscribed to the YouTube, smash the subscribe button. And I will catch you guys soon, all right? Please give us a list of the foods to buy and where. I go to farmers markets, bro. I get raw food. I get raw fruits most of the time. That's exactly what you got to do. You're already on the right. If you're trying to raise your frequency, if you're doing those things, eating clean, meditating, you're already on the right path. Just keep going. Energies, infinite energies from the universe like Reiki. You can pull energy from the ether. But the thing is, this is why I can't say what I was saying earlier. I'll peep my next video on Instagram. I'm gonna talk about it. When you understand the way of manifestation, of like a true way of manifesting, creating the conditions to create the result, when you understand that in a broad perspective, you'll be able to manifest anything. Your life will happen for you really fast. And I'm making a video on that. I got you guys. But I will see you guys later, okay? I need to get off. I love you. I will see you guys soon.